The sun rises over Chasiv Yar, casting long shadows across the war-torn landscape. Ukrainian soldiers huddle in trenches, their faces etched with determination and exhaustion. The sound of distant artillery fire punctuates the morning air. "It's been quiet for the last hour," he mutters. Too quiet. A shell whistles overhead, exploding in a nearby field. The soldiers duck instinctively. Kovalenko's dark humor surfaces as he quips, "Well, there goes our breakfast plans." Private Yulia Shevchenko, her helmet askew, offers a wry smile. "We're like the bouncers at Kiev's hottest nightclub," she jokes. "Everyone wants in, but we're not letting anyone past the velvet rope." As another explosion rocks the ground, Kovalenko shouts orders to his troops. The battle for Chasiv Yar continues, a microcosm of the larger struggle for Ukraine's sovereignty and future.
The strategic dance of war plays out across the map of eastern Ukraine. Chasiv Yar stands as a crucial piece in this deadly chess game. The recent Ukrainian retreat from the Kanal district has heightened the town's importance. "We don't abandon positions for fun," he states, a hint of frustration in his voice. "Every retreat is calculated, every move designed to inflict maximum damage on the enemy while preserving our forces." The fight for the Novyi district of Chasiv Yar has become particularly intense. Lieutenant Nadia Kovalchuk, her uniform caked with mud, gestures towards the district. "We've turned Novyi into a porcupine," she says with a grim smile. "Let the Russians try to swallow it, they'll choke." As night falls, the sky lights up with the eerie glow of tracer fire and explosions. In the flickering light, the soldiers of Ukraine continue their grim work, defending their homeland one street, one building, one life at a time.
Russian forces have not been idle in the face of Ukrainian resistance. The capture of parts of the Novyi district represents a significant, if costly, advance.
For Russia, Chasiv Yar represents more than just another town on the map. Its elevated position provides a clear view of Ukrainian supply lines. Control of the town would allow Russian forces to disrupt the flow of men and material to the front lines. Additionally, capturing Chasiv Yar would open the way for further advances towards the larger cities of Kramatorsk and Sloviansk.
Captain Dmytro Kuleba, his face blackened with gunpowder, sums up the Ukrainian attitude. They want Chasiv Yar? Fine, we'll give them Chasiv Yar, one bloody meter at a time. His words reflect the grim determination that has characterized Ukraine's defense since the beginning of the invasion.
Section 4. A town in ruins, the human cost of war. Chasiv Yar, once a quiet industrial town, now bears the scars of relentless conflict. Buildings stand as hollow shells, their windows gaping like shocked mouths at the destruction around them. Maria Ivanovna, an 82-year-old resident, sits in the remains of her kitchen. "I was born in this house," she says, clutching a chipped teacup. The younger generation has largely fled. Olena Petrenko, now in a refugee center, speaks of her hometown with longing and fear. "I want my children to remember Chasiv Yar as it was, not as this broken place." Yet even amidst destruction, glimpses of humanity persist. Local volunteers risk their lives daily to deliver food and medicine. We're just neighbors helping neighbors.
Section 5. Relentless assault. A week of Russian attacks. The past week has seen an unprecedented escalation in Russian attacks on Chasiv Yar. The town has been subjected to a near-constant barrage of artillery, rocket and airstrikes. Major Seri Cherevati provides a grim tally. In the past week, we've seen an average of 43 attacks per day. That's one attack every 33 minutes, day and night. The relentless assault has pushed Ukrainian defenders to their limits. Particularly concerning has been the increased use of thermobaric weapons. Despite the ferocity, Ukrainian forces continue to hold their ground. Section 6. Hope on the horizon, US support and Ukrainian resilience. As the battle for Chasiv Yar rages on, a glimmer of hope appears on the horizon. News of fresh US ammunition supplies arriving in Ukraine has boosted morale among the beleaguered defenders. Sergeant Olena Bilozerska, a sniper with the Ukrainian Armed Forces, expresses cautious optimism about the new supplies. "Every bullet, every bandage helps," she says, cleaning her rifle with practiced ease. "But what we really need is air support and more advanced weapon systems." The arrival of US aid coincides with reports of increased Russian casualties in the Chasiv Yar sector. Yet even as they welcome international support, Ukrainians remain acutely aware that the ultimate responsibility for their nation's defense rests on their own shoulders. As one anonymous soldier put it, scrolling graffiti on a bombed-out wall, America sends the ammo, but Ukraine provides the courage. In Chasiv Yar and beyond, the fight goes on, fueled by a determination that no amount of Russian firepower seems able to extinguish.